Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some action today. We've got all of the lower finals to finish up, and then some amazing grand finals. We've got a really action-packed day. Tons of close matches. I expect to be here longer than that 6 p.m. mark because there's no way we're finishing at that time. Apologies for the delay. We actually do have a sub for Aiir Rade. It is I'm American subbing for Styles. So yeah, now we have Zynergy. We should really change all these names to say Zynergy versus Cargo Space because at this point it's Silk and I'm American and then Pen. So Pen subbing for who is
Kier.
Kier. Pen is subbing for Kier. Actually, that's what's happening here.
Yep.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good match though. Nonetheless, I think this one will be tight. I think it's a pretty even sub. So at least in my opinion. So this should be a pretty good match.
Oh, 100%. A little unfortunate that 2 people weren't able to make it for their team. But the fact that it's Silk and I'm American, and they already have that chemistry from playing throughout the semester and playing on their team, could go in their benefit, honestly.
Yeah, well, we'll see which chem pays out better, the Aiir Rade 2 out of the 3 or the Zynergy 2 out of the 3. I'm sure we'll get a heater of a match. Anyways, here's the bracket. Aiir Rade did get taken down by Honey Nut yesterday. That leaves Honey Nut in the grand finals waiting for the winner between this match. We've got Aiir Rade and Cargo Space. Cargo Space did make it here after some very tight matches. 4-3 against Juicer Alert and then 4-2 against Throbos. They're definitely used to some longer series. I think if this series goes the distance, I think it favors Cargo Space because Aiir Rade, for the most part, they're used to quicker series.
Yeah, no, a lot of their series obviously were closer to sweeps and like those 3-1s, and because they had like, was it equal winning percentage as Honey Nut, which is around 72%, which is an insane winning percentage. Having 2 teams have that is also insane.
Yeah. The other thing to note is Zynergy being basically the team that is here. They were only 1 game off from making the match against Cargo Space. If they had just had 1 game difference against Throbros, then suddenly we would see the potential Zynergy being here just anyway. So maybe you can look at that stat and be like, well, they're still a top tier team as well. So yeah, either way, I think Aiir Rade's still going to be doing solid here.
Yeah, no. Looking at these stats with Aiir, well, I guess it's probably, what would it be?
Well, we can look at Cargo Space.
We can look at Cargo Space first because they're all here. So we got Cargo Space having almost 2 goals, having 8 shots. I think they have the lowest shooting percentage. Oh no, actually, Stormwatchers, which is yours, has the.
Yeah.
But right now, they have one of the lower shooting percentages, so they're just bombarding shots until they go in, and it's. I mean, they made it here, so obviously it was working out for them, and they're also one of the. I guess they're one of the better defensive teams, shooting like saving just under that 2 goals per game, and. I mean, looking at this, their demos is going to be their highest one just because of Skull, obviously. Yep. It's like their star player for demos. He is insane to watch, just like watching around the field. And then there's just like explosion after explosion.
Yep, I think the stats that are really going to be coming through here is the team stats. We want to pan over to the first team real quick. It's hard to look off of Aiir Rade and Zynergy's team stats because you've got a mixture of the 2 of them. Cargo Space, their team stats are useful, but I think individual stats are going to show out a little bit better if we can pan over to the next image real quick. Maybe? Sweet. There's Aiir Rade. The main player we should look at here is Pen because unfortunately Uncle Sam and Styles are not here. He does have that 42% shooting percentage, which means most of the time that he's getting a shot, it is going in the net. 1 out of 2 times, it's going in the net.
Yeah. A little unfortunate that we can see the other 2 stats, but Pen almost shooting a goal per game. Having those 0.72 assists, 1 save per game. Probably in this division is going to be like a little bit lower than most people, that 1 save per game. But it's still a really good stat. 0.84 demos. I mean, just that 1 stat alone, the shooting percentage could go in their benefit also.
Yep, 100%. And here's the Zynergy stats because this is the majority of the players. We've got Silk and I'm American right there. We almost could have overlaid the images to perfectly switch out Pen because of their locations.
Yep.
But we've got .68 and .62 goals a game for these two players. A lot of saves from Silk. He definitely does a lot. I know he's on the leaderboard for saves a game too. I think I'm American is getting close there too. Oh, we actually did. That is awesome.
Oh, that's perfect.
Sick. Bravo to our streamer World for making that change happen, because that is amazing to look at. Now we've got Synergy joined by Penn on the end of that. That is sick. You can now compare all the stats side by side. Yeah, that's a sight to see.
I mean, all right. So now that we can see all the stats like across the board, the biggest thing is probably, well, obviously their saves per game is pretty close, and then Penn's assists is obviously a little bit more skewed because he does have Styles and Uncle Sam on their team, and they were having a lot of goals per game. But either way, I think all of them could work together really well, especially since, I mean, they were pretty even team all around looking at this, and hopefully that they were able to play. I know that Penn has played with Silk, and obviously Silk has played with Yep. American, so Silk
I feel like Jake saw the puzzle
Silk
pieces
has the
together.
chemistry with both of them. So they still have a little bit of chemistry together. Obviously Penn hasn't really played with American that much, but I do know that since just those two alone, they're probably a little bit closer than we think in terms of them being able to have that chemistry.
Yep, and then here's Cargo Space. We got Scout leading on shots game, and I know another percentage because I'm right behind him that he has is goal participation. This man has 82%. I'm close to him. I'm 80%, so almost there. But yeah, he is leading the division in goal participation. He will be doing the absolute most on the pitch. 1.11 goals a game, followed up by 1.68 assists a game.
Nope.
No, 0.57. I was reading saves again. My bad. My bad. Thanks for catching me. He definitely is doing a lot on the pitch for his team. He's a very contributing factor. He's also got 4 shots a game, which is a huge amount of shots. That means in a best of 7 series, that's like what? Like I think it's 28 shots in a best of 7. Yeah. Demos a game. Skull's gonna be definitely killing it with that. I think though we're getting told we should be doing walk-ons pretty shortly here. I think Aiir Rade is gonna be coming out first, so let's bring those boys in.
Woo!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing in your number 1 with a very big asterisk seed in Aiir.
King of the jungle, best one out and so humble. 100 gold chains and a bitch like Rapunzel. Rumble, how your bitches royally run through. If you don't rock with Willie, then it really is fuck you. I gotcha, all about the green like it's matcha. I make these bitches scream with my big rocket launcher. Stomp ya, deep into the streets of Sri Lanka. On some shit they never seen, like the Loch Ness Monster. I'ma make these bitches dance so cool, you know.
Well, love to see it. That's a beautiful song for Aiir Rade. Definitely a fitting song. I think, no, not quite. But anyways, Cargo Space stats, demos a game, 2.23. Skull is that man for demos. He's essentially the Gray Skull of Division B or the Blasky of Division B, whichever one you want to go with. Every division has their demo menace, and that is Skull here. He is going to delete the players. It doesn't matter if you're going to go for that flip reset. Nope, he's going to delete you. It doesn't. You can be in the air, you can be on the floor. Boom, dead. He's averaging 2.23. If you want to put that in perspective, that's over 15 demos a game, like a series. So
yeah.
He's going to be blowing up a lot of people. I think we're good to go, though, on walkouts for Cargo Space. Let's welcome them in.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their LAN debut, the last team to do it here is going to be the one and only Cargo Space 2.0.
you believe in yourself.
This is the mix and match versus the full roster, so it's going to be interesting to see which one can pan out. The team with pretty low chemistry but all around really good players, or the team with really good chemistry and some really solid players as well. We'll see which one pans out. I mean, what do you got for predictions though? It's hard to predict a team that we've technically never seen play versus a team that we all know and love.
I mean, just from obviously, I think I don't even know if on paper.
You
I don't
can't
know,
say on paper. No, you
like,
just gotta go with your gut.
Both teams individually, even on paper, I don't know. With my gut, I think Cargo Space would probably take it, honestly.
You know, I'm going to have to agree with this. I think the chemistry is going to definitely hurt Air Raid. There's not much to go off of, but if there's one thing that I know that's going to be killing Air Raid, it is the chemistry. We saw yesterday the fact that they had a new roster. The chemistry killed them too, and I think throwing another wrench into their plans is going to also throw off their chemistry. So I think doing this twice to them, it's definitely going to hurt them a little bit. And I think they're going to get caught off guard by Cargo Space really early on, and they're going to go into a game deficit against Cargo. And Cargo, that's a position they like. They like to just hold you down and just like keep the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I think just the fact that Air Raid does have the 2 subs, and obviously Synergy wasn't really expecting to actually be here on LAN. They might not have the exact mentality for it. But obviously, I just saw the walkouts alone. I think they were pretty hyped, and they were like ready to play, honestly.
Yep.
So I think it still could be a really back and forth series, if they really want to go forth with this.
Yep, I think we're good to get going into this one. Quick off the rip. Now, got some names that we've got to get fixed around. I don't know if we can. Oh, they are. We've got I'm American there and Silk. We did switch all those names. So that's cool to see. I think their logos are not going to be the same though. What did I miss?
Look at Pen's name. It's Kier.
Did he actually switch his in-game name to Kier? That is awesome. Oh.
It's actually
Bravo.
Synergy. It is truly Synergy here. Oh, that's actually so fitting.
I'm going to call him Kier sometimes in this match. It's going to be unintentional because usually I just read off the nameplate if I'm looking at it. So apologies in advance, Pen, because I will 100% be calling you Kier several times because of this.
I think that's an amazing change. And honestly, that gives him like a +5 boost in chemistry, honestly. Just for the name change alone.
Is this? Sweet.
Oh, I
The
see.
music was a little loud. Not the music, the game audio. But yeah, so far no real possession on any one half. It's kind of just sitting in no man's land at the moment. There hasn't been any threats on either net, but you often like see this happen pretty commonly in series. It'll take a little bit for each team to get rolling, for each team to get comfortable, especially. So first and foremost, this is I'm American's first time on stage, I guess, for this LAN. And this is also all of Cargo Space's first time on LAN. So they're going to take a while to heat up, but that one almost finding its way in the net. I don't know how that didn't stay out of the net, but I think it's going to come down to who can score the first goal for this game, because often once you score the first goal, it breaks the ice a little bit, and then you're feeling a lot more comfortable. So I think once the team can break the ice, they will start, I guess, doing a lot better. But that seems like Air Raid's doing that a lot better earlier on, especially because that was almost a clean shot. Gonna go a little wide though.
Yeah, no, Air Raid is looking really solid right now. They're looking pretty aggressive, and I was thinking that Cargo Space is going to be the one that was a little bit aggressive. Because obviously they do have the people actually just like all here right now. But it's looking like I'm American is looking to shoot it straight into the left side of the goal.
And you can hear them getting hyped for this match. I think I'm American provides something else other than just skill for the game. He provides a lot of hype for the team. So I think that'll be a key factor in this series, is he can keep his teammates into the match and keep them energized.
Yeah, no, just looking at all their team, obviously all of them, obviously getting I'm American, it's
I already did that.
super hype for them. Just, I don't know, energy is huge for a team also. Being able to just bounce off of each other and just having, you know, I think I've said this before in other streams, but the Vivius team always gets like
they have an advantage.
Yeah, they do have an advantage.
There's a sort of, I guess, talent when it comes to being energetic. I don't know if talent's the right word for that, but skill or something, because when you're on stage, there's a lot of nerves, but being able to be the man who is going to be keeping your team energetic, keeping the vibes flowing, especially when you're starting to get down, like when you're down, like let's say you go down 2-0, you need someone to keep your head in the game, because once you get on 3-0, it's basically over. But like not only that, but if you're trying to get wins while your vibes or just mentality are just chalked, it's just not going to work all that well.
Yeah, no, but 2 minutes remaining. Air raid is up right now, as Scott just had a scout. That was a little thing on Discord, but what a save by Fan is legendary. I was expecting that to go straight in, but Fan on the corner, going over towards Scout. Still getting a 50 off of the backboard. Skull is able to hit it over towards Penn. Penn going over to the right side towards Fan. Man, might be able to pass it, but I'm American is there trying to catch it as it goes straight over towards Penn. Penn getting a dribble off. It gets blocked out by a Scout. Silk on the corner in the air, trying to put it towards the middle. It goes towards Skull, almost getting a really nice shot, going over towards Penn. Penn is legendary, counters that as I'm American. Getting off the corner, Scout trying to put it on, but Silk is there for defense.
Yep, now Kier is able to follow this one up and maybe get it out mid over to I'm American with a shot, and he's going to find the back of the net.
I mean, they're already looking so solid. Like, even though they haven't played together at all, I think just for the sheer fact that they have the energy, they're able to find each other, honestly. I'm not hearing their comms right now, but I'm guessing that...
I can hear them getting loud, though.
Yeah, I know they're loud doing those goals, but they're looking solid right now.
Yep, a little bit of a pass over to Penn. Penn gets denied by Fan is Legendary. I'm American trying to get this one out to Silk, but going to get shut down by Fan is Legendary. Fan is Legendary doing a ton of work on that ball. He can't quite find it just yet. Silk going to hit over to mid. Scout able to shut that push down. A little bit of a boomer ball back and forth. I don't mind it. Personally, it's not a bad strategy to just try to collect boost, but once you do have boost, you kind of want to hold on to that possession.
Yeah, no, 10 seconds left. It's floating near by the Air Raid's goal. Skull might try to get a double. Gets a dunk on him. I'm American. Goes over to their corner. 0 seconds remaining. Scout trying to get a goal for their team, but Penn is able to bring it out. Silk trying to keep it up, going over towards Skull into the corner. Skull trying to center it, but I'm American kills the ball, and Air Raid up 1-0, winning this game in dominant fashion, up 2-0.
Yep, Air Raid getting the first win there is huge because, like I said, Cargo Space is a hard team to get that lead away from. And so getting them in a deficit early on is huge for Air Raid. Penn, a spectacular game from him. 462 points, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 2 demos. 2s all across the board. Definitely a huge game from him. Scout hitting his average of 4 shots a game. Love to see he's feeling great, but we'd love to see a little bit more from that Cargo Space team.
Yeah, another thing that you forgot to mention was I'm American is also like right next to Penn, and the only reason why he didn't have 2 assists is because he was those 2 goals for Penn. So their stats were actually really similar there, just under 30 score, and obviously Penn had the 2 demos there.
Yep, Skull gonna launch this one on target, doesn't find any success with I'm American. Going to send it across. Fan is Legendary going to try to get this out to net. Not quite, as he's shut down by Penn. Penn doing a lot on that ball to try to get it past 2 players. Skull on a dribble. Can he find the net? I'm American going to shut him down. Skull trying to get it over midfield. Fan is Legendary there for the ball. 6 shot from Silk. Cross map. Snipe to top left corner.
That was such a beautiful read off of the rib. Just barely beating Fan, and it goes straight over to the left side. Scout just wasn't able to get that touch off to be able to bounce it off of the post, and Air Raid is up 1-0 after just 40 seconds into the game.
Yep, now it's Silk trying to get something going. There's Penn to try to get it going. Skull popping it up high, keeps continuing it, but I'm American. Gonna launch that one back mid. Fan is Legendary on the ball. Can he get a little bounce dribble play? Going for the flick. Silk gonna launch it across the pitch. I'm American has a shot opportunity. Can Skull block it? It's gonna go a little wide though. Fan is Legendary trying to bring this one up himself. Skull there to continue it. Shut down by Silk. Now Skull trying again to get it up the pitch. Scout launching it midfield. Penn collected. I'm going to be doing that all game.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit distracting to see the name change, obviously, but it's pretty fitting, and I think he was doing it in all good fun. A Penn almost dribbling it around them. A Silk, an unfortunate whiff there, but I'm American is able to bail him out and the goal. Scout getting a nice 50 off, and Penn not able to read it. Silk is reading off the wall, maybe. Going over towards the right side, towards Penn. Maybe Penn can get an air play over, going solo off the corner. They're able to read it out and kick it straight over towards their side. Air raid, a little bit awkward now as not many people are back, but Penn is able to clear it out.
Here now trying to get this out. There's net, pinches, almost goes into the net. Scout gonna send it up mid for Fan is Legendary. Fan is Legendary, not enough boost to reach that. American lobbing it to Silk. Silk can't quite find it, doesn't have the boost to go over to there. Penn trying to work it up. Scout there to deny Silk, sending it back towards net. Gets the corner bounce, shut down by Fan is Legendary though.
And Penn trying to dribble it around people here. I'm American able to finish it off. And I'm American scores their second goal this game, having, 3 goals this series alone in the first 2 games. I feel like he's feeling really good right now.
Yep, 2-0 Air Raid to Cargo Space. A huge game coming out from Air Raid thus far. Cargo Space yet to find their first goal. Like I said, that goal, there's something about scoring a goal that breaks the ice in a team. And they have yet to find that goal to break it. But hopefully we can see that soon, as there's a lot of aggression out mid. A possible shot, gonna get shut down yet again. Fan is Legendary going the other way. Trying to sprint to safety. Silk, pass out mid. I'm American there for it. Scout with the shot. Can Kier get to it? No, he cannot. Penn just a little bit short from saving that one.
You gotta be careful saying Kier all the time.
I know, it's very hard. It's the name on screen that I read.
Yep, but a really good touch from Scout. I'm American just wasn't able to get there, and obviously Penn didn't have any boost. And that's what gave Cargo Space that first goal. That could mean that they're trying to bring it back here. They're looking a little bit more aggressive. As Scout 50 off of Penn, going over towards I'm American. I'm American might be able to pop it around. Fan is Legendary, popping by, going over towards their corner, trying to get it centered. But Silk able to block it, going back over towards the air raid side. Scout putting it straight over towards their center, but Fan is Legendary is not able to beat I'm American. Skull popping it off of the backboard as I'm American reading it, barely getting that touch that they needed, going over towards their center. And Skull trying to grab the boost, going over towards Scout. Silk on the ball, flicking it around people. I think getting another one, but Fan is Legendary cutting that off here, going over towards center, and it's getting cleared out by Air Raid.
Shot almost on target. It is on target. I thought that was going to hit post out, but Scout with beautiful placement, near perfect to pop it over I'm American, get it around Silk and around Penn.
Oh, I think that was just a miscommunication there, because I think
Penn might have called Silk off there, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Because I'm pretty sure Silk could have touched it, but I think that was a miscomm from one of them for sure. I think either of them possibly could have gotten it, but I think there might have been hesitation from both of them.
Yep. But 1 minute remaining here, tie game now. It's on Cargo Space's side as Penn trying to get a 50 off of Fan popping it over towards Silk as it goes straight over towards the center, but Scout able to air dribble it, going over towards I'm American, and it's popping straight over Waterfall, and Fan getting that save, going over towards the right side. Penn able to read it. It's going straight towards Fan. Fan maybe able to get a solo play off, going over towards the center. As Penn able to read it, going over towards the Cargo Space side, might be able to get a goal there. And Silk with the shot from Penn's assist.
Yep, the 1-goal lead, 21 seconds left on the clock for Cargo Space to tie this one up. Otherwise, they're going to see a 2-game deficit in the series.
I mean, I think they're having a blast right now. They look like they're having a ton of fun. But 20 seconds remaining. Air raid is up right now. A good 50 over towards Silk. Silk reading it over towards the right side. Nobody is there to read it. Fan is legendary, popping it over towards his side, going towards I'm American. Ooh, Scout getting a nice dunk, but not able to finish it. 3 seconds remaining. Fan popping it over, and it's still up in the air. 0 seconds. Skull popping it around. Scout might be able to read it. Oh, and an unfortunate touch. Scout might have been able to dribble it up towards the side, but a little too late. Aiir up 2-0 in the series. I did not expect this at all, honestly.
Yep, 2 more to go. They're halfway there to their win. Cargo still yet to see a game, but honestly, that was pretty good from Cargo. They just got into the game a little bit too late. Aiir got 2 goals from just Cargo not playing at their finest, and now I think we have Cargo Space playing a little bit better, and I'm hoping to see a little more from them. One thing I would like to see is some demos from that Cargo Space squad. We have yet to see demos from school. What are we doing?
Yeah, I know. It looks like Aiir is the one that's demoing here. They all had 1 demo. So Skull not being able to be, I think that's his comfort zone, honestly, is the demos. And him not being able to get them is a little bit detrimental, as I'm American getting the demo right there.
Yep, lob across. Scout with another shot. Scout has been doing everything from for this team. The goal participation, like I mentioned, is starting to show out. That 82%. He has been doing everything for the side of Cargo Space, getting Cargo Space's first lead in any game so far. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Did Scout have 2? He had 2 goals the second game, didn't he?
What was that?
I think Scout did have the 2.
Yeah, he did have
right?
the 2 goals.
We
have yet to see much from Skull or Phantom Legendary yet, unfortunately. I think if we can activate those 2 players, we'll see a lot more coming out from Cargo Space.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's a lot going for Aiir, and there's a lot going for Cargo Space. But if they're able to take a game off, it could still be anyone's series, honestly. Because obviously Cargo Space isn't afraid to be down in a series, and they're still able to pop back. But them being up here is huge for them. As Silk trying to pinch it off towards Cargo Space's side. I'm American, able to read it. Oh, Penn almost having the bump to be able to get that goal, but just a little bit too late. So popping it over towards Fan is legendary as I'm American. Countering it, going over towards Aiir. Penn, my bad, I'm starting to turn into you. Silk popping it over towards Penn. Maybe Penn might be able to get a solo play as Skull reaching it around, faking 1, and faking another, and Scout able to clean it up a little bit, but Silk is able to counter it.
A long pass over to the corner. Phantom Legendary trying to get to a teammate. Not quite. Is that going to 50 out? I'm American with a huge 50. Scout going to lob it backboard. Can someone shoot it? Skull with a great shot. And now we see another Cargo Space member getting active on the pitch.
Yeah, I know they're starting to get into their mojo as, as Skull I don't know if you can hear him, but
yeah, a little bit.
I'm guessing the people who might be able to hear. You just hear it bang. That was a heater from Skull there. I was just saying, like, I think that was like what 40 kph.
Yep, I think that's what he was getting at. Yeah.
Just like a little fun right there from the Cargo Space side.
Yep, now we see a 2-goal lead for Cargo Space. This is the kind of Cargo Space I was looking forward to seeing. They're definitely active right now, and they're doing a lot. Silk trying to change that scoreline, though. Penn can't quite find the touch he's looking for. Penn out mid to someone not quite. I'm American lobbing it high. Goes over Skull. I'm American with the shot. Can the Phantom Legendary find the save? A beautiful save. Silk trying to keep the pressure up. They are all low on boost. Cargo Space completely empty. They need to just boom this out so that they can collect some boost. They do just that. They can now look for a little boost on the pitch. Still a little low, but now we see a little bit more of the blue half, which is a slight improvement.
Yeah, no. Penn might be able to get the solo play around Skull, as he might have been able to get the 50 there, but a little past him. I'm American. Going over towards the corner. Skull not getting the touch, but Scout able to clean it up off the Aiir's side. Skull might be able to get a shot off. I'm American with a nice save off of the post, popping it over towards Penn, but Scout countering it off of his hood. Silk wanting to get that 50. He still has a play going for him. A little bit of a giveaway from him as Penn needing to clear out. What a nice boom over towards their side, able to give him a little bit of extra time. I'm American on the ball now, trying to get a nice dribble play going. Scout on the defensive side, going over towards Fan. Fan might be able to pop it over towards their backboard as Silk keeping it safe away from their goal. I'm American with a nice save going over towards Silk. Penn pop it over to his side. 1 minute remaining. Fan trying to get the solo play going. Skull and Silk able to put it over towards his corner.
Yeah, one thing to mention is all throughout the entire season, Air Raid has only ever lost to one team during the season, I think, and that was to Synergy, so now you're combining forces here, so I just remembered that fun little fact. But yeah, 40 seconds left on the clock. Cargo Space trying to hold on to this lead. All they need to do is hold for 30 more seconds now. Run that clock as much as you can. These corners are a great place to run that clock in. Might as well send it to the net, but doesn't quite find a place in there. Scout trying to get it out mid against Skull there for another shot. He can't quite find it. Fan is Legendary gonna go for another shot for himself. Skull not quite an open net, but doesn't really find the target anyways. 9 seconds left on the clock. Fan is Legendary. One more chance to get a goal. This one is looking about over. We will have 2-1. This one will not be a sweep.
No, Cargo Space was looking so much better there. They looked like they were in their zone. And there's those smiles coming out from them. They really needed that in order to at least bounce back from those first 2 game losses. And they didn't even have a timeout. They just went straight through.
Yep, and there's those demos coming out from Cargo Space. 3 for Scout. Not the player I was expecting it from, but still some huge demos coming out nonetheless. Skull definitely being really active on the side of Cargo Space. 456 points, giving one of the goals and 3 shots. 3 saves. Fan is Legendary though. 4 saves. That man is doing everything on the goal line.
And one thing you didn't mention is that Air Raid actually had 2 more shots than Cargo Space. And
that's a hard thing to. That's a hard thing to do. To get a win with less shots is pretty impressive.
Yeah. So Cargo Space was just able to get those open opportunities, and were able to capitalize on them as Air Raid needed to try to get it around people from the goal line. And so it was interesting to see that they had to. Less shots, but more goals.
Yeah, pass out mid. That one not going to find any place in the net. There's a great shot. I'm American. Almost finds it. Skull now with a dribble play. Gets it around 1. Can he get the second one? Yes, he does. Skull with a huge outplay.
Skull able to pop it around 1, delaying it and getting that touch around both. Man, that was a really nice play from Skull against the Synergy duo.
Yep, and now Cargo Space having the lead once again. Definitely have the momentum favoring them a little bit more. I'm American with a beautiful shot, not going to find anything. Fan is Legendary being that legend on defense so far. A great bouncing clear. That one almost being threatening, not quite. Penn going to deny the counterattack. Now Fan is Legendary trying to push this one to a threatening position. Finally, Scout going to send this one out mid. Is someone there? Skull going to try to find it to maybe a teammate. Silk there to deny. Scramble back to keep this one from going onto the orange side, but eventually Scout does just that.
So popping it over towards his corner as Scout might have been able to get a shot on. It's a little bit awkward from the Air Raid side, but they were able to pop it out towards their corner. Kier getting Penn getting the 50.
They're the same person.
I was about to say, I don't even know. It doesn't even matter if we get the names wrong. We do know who we're talking about. Obviously, it says Penn Kier on the bottom left when it pans over to him. As Silk almost getting the shot off as Penn. Maybe getting it, but Silk not able to get a powerful enough shot around the cargo space defense.
Yeah, maybe if he left it for I'm American, he could have gotten it, but unfortunately, a little bit of miscomms. I think that's kind of been the storyline for a lot of Air Raid, is the communication, which tends to happen when you have low chemistry, but hey, you know, you don't need communication if you just got great gameplay, because Silk just going to put it away and tie up this this game, I guess, not series.
They might have been listening, and it also might have been the K-Tool caster curse. But obviously, they just got their goal, and honestly, it's still, right now, I don't think it favors anyone in this instance at the moment. But obviously, I could right here, as it's floating right next to Air Raid's goal. I'm American, able to pop it around. A little bit of a giveaway going over towards the cargo space side, as cargo space getting nice touches over towards the Air Raid side. They're kind of slow and not able to do anything at the moment, as Pen 15 it off of Skull. It's floating nearby the right side, as Pen able to pop it around from this backboard. Skull able to clear it out. It was a little bit scary for them, but they were able to get it out of there, as I'm American getting over towards mid, as Pen with the shot, and Air Raid is up in this game.
Yep, a huge pass from I'm American out for a buttery touch past the defense of cargo space, giving Air Raid the lead once again.
Yeah, no, that was a nice play coming from Silk and Pen there. And with 2 minutes remaining, Air Raid up. It could actually, I'm not gonna say anything right now, just in case the opposite does happen. I'm not gonna be the caster curse.
No, it already knows. It already knows.
Yeah.
Watch.
All right. Hey, no, we're fine. We're fine right now.
Yeah, totally. We're definitely not about to see a tying up goal because of that.
Hey. Fan getting it over towards Pen. As Pen, a Fan getting it over towards center. I'm American on the backboard, a little bit slow. And you might have been right. Hey,
what were we saying about it knowing? The game knows.
Hey, we don't need to talk about it. All right. That was just a nice shot from Skull.
Yeah, no caster curse.
No caster curse.
Yeah, definitely
I didn't say
not.
anything.
No, but you thought it.
Okay, baby.
Whenever I go to basketball games with my friends, they always say, no, you can't even think about it. No, you know it's going to curse it.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. I just shouldn't think. I should
Don't think.
I should just
do.
yap.
Don't think, just do.
Don't think, just do. Oh, man. But a minute remaining. It's a tie ball game, as Pen getting a 50 off of Skull's head. Silk trying to get around, but no boost. As Pen having no boost either. A little bit unfortunate. Going over towards I'm American. Slow but steadily. It goes on Skulls. Skulls getting it off of the backboard. Silk not getting the read that he wants. I'm American with a soft touch. Pen able to get a little bit better, as Fan popping it over towards I'm American. I'm American might be able to get a play going. Silk off of the backboard. Scout able to get it into the safety of his corner. Scout getting a little touch, but he has a really low boost. Getting bumped by Fan. Fan also has nothing in the tank. Silk getting a touch, going over towards Pen, as I'm American maybe able to get a shot on net, but Fan is covering the entire thing as we speak.
I'm American with a shot, gonna get denied by Skull. Now Silk able to continue this one. Can he find the touch? Not quite. Scout gonna send it across the pitch. Now Skull trying to get it sent out towards danger again, gonna get denied. Fan is legendary, trying to get something going. This one's kind of sitting in no man's land. Scout, final chance, goes to cargo space to try to get the game leaded in regulation. Can they find it? No, that one's gonna touch, and we're gonna see overtime.
Yep, the first overtime in this series. It could go either way, as Scout may be able to get a flip reset. Getting a nice touch around him.
This is why he's the cap. This is why Scout is the go of cargo space. A flip reset to get it around the entire defense of Air Raid.
With the butt touch of a century. That was just as mechanical as it gets. Honestly.
Yeah, we can't see chat, but I would assume they're saying nice shot because even Aiir Rade identifies that's a good shot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, please make the solo play happen. And it happened. But looking at the stats right here, I'm American. I mean, honestly, Aiir didn't have a bad game there. Obviously, both teams were back and forth, but I think Aiir had the better game. It's just that they couldn't finish off
Yeah, I
all
think
the
some
shots.
caster curse came in.
Hey, now. No, because obviously I was thinking that Aiir was going to get the 3-1 lead. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they do get the tying up game. I don't think there was a timeout. I think they're just taking their time during this one, unless I'm mistaken. And they're just not writing up just quite yet. I think they're just trying to brainstorm what they need to change up. Looks like they're not going to be taking that timeout. They're just going to send it right into the next game. I don't think Aiir Rade really needs to change up anything from that matchup. I think they played well. They just need to keep it up. Maybe go for some demos. Honestly, demo play is not a horrible strat.
Yeah, no, that game they were lacking that demo. There's only one
Both
person.
teams.
Yeah, only Penn had the demo there. Did Cargo Space have any demos? Did you see that?
What was
at all?
that? No, sorry, I didn't
Cargo
see it.
Space?
The max demos was 1, so it wouldn't have been by much.
Yeah. So at the most, it was probably like 3 demos that entire match, which is unheard of from Skull, honestly. You usually see 2 just from himself.
Yep.
But as we're getting into this game, they were almost having a really nice play going as Silk with the open net, and they're up 1-0 already.
Yep, they get the lead once again. 30 seconds in, instantly responding to the win from Cargo.
You know, just an unfortunate touch from Scout as it goes straight over towards Silk with the open net. Nobody was back. Everybody was on the corners. But a nice opportunity from Silk as I'm American, maybe able to get a shot. Oh, and an own goal from Skull.
On the bright side, was that Skull or was that Scout?
That was Skull.
I think that was Scout.
Oh, no, it was Scout.
Yeah, it was Scout, but he's still smiling. He's still happy. Love to see that his mental. That's my favorite thing about Scout. If you've ever played with him, this man is so happy like all the time.
100%.
It's just a blessing to play with that guy because he's just so fun to play with.
Yeah, no.
I've never been tilted when playing with him just because he keeps the vibes up.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, like, he's a pretty high-ranked player, and I think he did hit GC3 before. Before he stopped playing Rocket League for a while, and then
I think GC2. I don't know.
he was GC3. I remember talking to him. I don't remember how long ago. It was like.
But that is impressive because that man still does not use Dcrl, unless my minor times, but still does not use Dcrl.
I mean, he does play KBM.
Oh, true. He does play KBM.
But obviously that didn't matter as he got that flip reset that one game. So
he's like, I can do it.
Game? Yeah, he's like, I can still be mechanical. It doesn't matter if I use a directional or not. But Penn might be able to get a touch here, but it gets drawn out by Fan is Legendary. Going over towards the Aiir Rade side. I'm American trying to pop it around multiple people. Skull is on the back side, booming it over towards the right corner. Penn, I almost said Kier again. Penn getting an air dribble, nice over Scout, and maybe getting a 50 into the net. But I'm American just a little bit too late. As Scout flicking it over, I'm American. Penn booming it over towards their side, maybe trying to get some boost. Fan not having boost himself, pops it over towards Silk, so not getting the best touch there. Skull getting a soft touch as I'm American, going towards Scout as it might be an open net. Maybe Silk might be able to get around, but no. Scout, after the own goal from before, able to get the shot off.
Yeah, he amended the mistake. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not just a 1-goal lead. Just ignore the 2 over there. It's just 1-0.
It's just 1-0.
Yeah. They cancel each other out.
Honestly. But obviously Scout was able to bounce back, and he didn't let that own goal just like bring him down. He was like, nah, we're coming back, and we're able to get a goal off here.
Oh, and a dookie from Skull right on the Aiir Rade's head to get the tying goal. So tried to dribble it out, but Skull gonna say, nope, I'm just gonna pre-jump this and just put it in your net.
Yeah, no, an unfortunate touch from Silk. I think he was trying to flick it over, but it was just a little soft coming from him. A little bit, not silky.
Not very silky.
Not
yeah.
very silky smooth. But I'm American trying to get this play going as it goes towards Fan. Nobody on Cargo Space's side is on that ball. Scout maybe getting a boom around Silk. Pen able to get the touch over towards his side. It's going towards the air raid as Silk able to get the touch over towards his corner as it goes floating over towards their goal as Silk popping it over towards I'm American. Maybe I'm American can get a play off. Pen getting a nice pinch there as the Scout and Skull needing to double commit onto the ball. Silk still on the ball on offense, getting a nice demo, bumping it around, and Pen is able to get the angle there. What a nice play from Silk.
That is a beautiful goal to get that perfect angle. Pen just gonna slice that one around the post.
Man, the physical play that started happening right then and there was so perfect. Silk is on bodies right now, and he just got two to be able to get that goal there. But 2 minutes remaining, 3-2, air raid is up. Scout not getting the best touch as I'm American almost getting the dookie off into their net. Skull popping it around Pen, maybe able to get it around two. Silk countering that as Scout might be able to get another touch off, but I'm American a little bit faster onto the ball. A nice touch from Pen gets it into the safety as Fan missing. Scout trying to get the solo play off of his own, but I don't think anyone has any boost on Cargo Space's side. Skull going over towards their corner onto the ceiling. I'm American almost get a shot as Pen getting the shot off of I'm American's assist.
Yep, now we have a 4-2 leading, coming from air raid leading. I can't talk anymore. 1 minute left on the clock. Cargo Space, we've seen comebacks that quick. We can see if we can have one once again, but they only have a minute to find it.
I know, yeah, that minute remaining, 4-2. Oh, Skull not with the touch that he wanted, getting the touch off of the post instead. But I'm American might be able to get a shot off as Skull is able to slowly bring it out. Silk maybe popping it over towards the center as it bounces off of the backboard, and Pen almost getting the shot he needed, but the defense was there on Cargo Space's side. I'm American a little bit awkward on the wall as he wasn't able to get a play going. 30 seconds remaining. Scout trying to get a goal for his team as Pen missing it, but it's not on target. Skull popping it over towards Scout. Maybe Scout is able to get a touch off for his team, but Pen might be able to clear as Fan getting it over towards Scout, but Silk passes it over towards Pen, and it might be an open net. No, Skull on the ball right now as it pops over towards Fan. His legendary Fan getting the boost. Here, 0 seconds remaining. Air raid having the game here, trying to get another goal going. I'm American almost wanting the ball there, but the defense gets around to it, and air raid is up on this series, and it'll be match point next game.
Yep, they're now on match point, double match point, because Cargo Space, they need to win the next two in order to beat Air Raid before Air Raid can get that one. A stellar game coming out from Penn specifically.
Yeah, no, Penn with almost 700 score and getting those 2 goals, with the one being another play from Silk, as obviously Silk has the 2 assists here. He has been the playmaker with those bumps and demos there on that 1 goal for Penn. Looking at the rest of these stats, Penn also having 6 shots, and their team has 12 shots in total compared to the 8 on Cargo Space. Obviously, we didn't see it last match where more shots were like reigning supreme, but obviously here they did.
Yep, a stellar game coming out from the Air Raid squad. Let's see if Cargo Space can respond. I'm hearing a little bit of some rejoins, joining all this, but we'll see if we can figure out what the issue is.
Yeah. We also forgot to mention, obviously the last game there was no demos. That this game, I think there was 12 demos in total, with Air Raid having 8 of their own. I'm American had 4 of them just by himself. So obviously a little bit more physical this time around, and they were obviously listening to us.
Yep.
When we were talking about that there was no demos that game. They're like, you want demos? We're going to give you demos.
Yup.
But as this game is starting off, it's staying around the air raid half. As I'm American almost getting the 50 off. Silk almost with the own goal as Scout not able to read it and put it into their net. That was a little scary coming from them.
That, in my opinion, should have been a goal, but unfortunately, not all the time can you hit those open nets. They're a little tricky. They're a little scary, in my opinion. I'd rather have a double reset setup than an open net or something like that, because those open nets are much scarier.
Well, I feel like it's because the freestyle is a lot more like, there's not as much pressure, because if you don't do it, oh well. But if you don't hit the open net, you're like, I'm terrible. You're like, I don't.
Definitely gets in your head,
something
yeah.
gets into your mental. But with the freestyle, it's like, it can happen anytime. So it's like, it's whatever. And if you don't hit it, it's like not everyone is expecting you to hit it. So
Yep.
there's not that pressure at all, which can definitely help with hitting the shot.
100%. Penn able to clear this one out. Scout trying to shut down this counterattack. An open net
Ooh.
from Silk, and he does find it. He doesn't get scared of those open nets. He's going to find the 1-goal lead for Air Raid.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate from the cargo space side as they weren't able to get the clear that they wanted. It just bounced off of the backboard and straight into Silk's hands, and he was able to deliver it there.
Yep, Scout trying to get something going for cargo space. They need to. Their life is on the line. A lot of yesterday, you can just drop down the lower bracket and you'll have a second chance. No, this is your life in the tournament. If you lose here, then it is game over. Skull trying to change it so that they're not on life support right now, but unfortunately, they still stay in the deficit. 3 minutes on the clock, plenty of time to bring this one back in. If you're Air Raid, you still need a security goal in order to feel comfortable here, though.
Yeah, you do want that second goal, obviously. That almost didn't matter that second game, as I think they were up 2-0, but Cargo Space was able to bring it back to 2-2, but Aiir obviously getting the lead up on there. But right now, 2 minutes 30 remaining, close to it. It could still be anybody's ball game. As Fan trying to get it around. I'm American getting the 50 off over towards Silk. Silk getting a little bit of an unfortunate touch as Penn trying to get a solo play, almost getting the flip reset. Oh, got it around Fan, but the defense was just there barely. I'm American trying to get the open shot as Penn not having much boost here. Skull able to pop it around towards their net as Penn getting a nice, easy touch there onto their post.
Yep, a great pass out. Skull there trying to receive it. Fan is legendary, can't quite find the touch. Scout now trying to push this ball, finds the booming clear. Straight over to I'm American, who's just going to send it right back onto the orange half. Skull now going to try to collect it, maybe go for a little bit of a dribble play around American. He's there, shut it down. There's Penn with the shot, going to get denied by Fan is legendary though. Minute 40 on the clock. Fan is legendary trying to find something to get it going. Scout there to boom it. Penn to shut it down, but Scout there to follow up his own touch. Minute 30 left on the clock. Scout going to send it out mid to someone. Denied by Silk, who's going to send it over to the corner where Penn can try to get it moving up the field, but a little bit unsuccessful. American has to find the touch.
I know Silk trying to get it over for his team as he has no boost. Skull almost getting the touch off for the shot, putting it towards the center. I'm American able to stop that attack from going on and popping it over towards the backboard as Silk trying to get the bump off, but Scout is able to be earlier to be able to defend it. Scout trying to get the flick over. I'm American as Skull getting demoed by Penn. I'm American might be able to get the solo play going as it gets countered over from the cargo space side. Silk not getting the touch that he wanted. It's going around. Penn getting a little bit faster as he has no boost in his tank still. I'm American trying to get the flick over around Skull. Getting it around people. Oh, get it around another. Might be able to get another dribble play going as Penn getting a soft touch. But I'm American able to get away from that cleanup. 20 seconds remaining. Fan is legendary on the ball. I'm American trying to pop it over Penn. able to pop it over. Another Scout getting the soft touch that he wants. Getting faked by I'm American. Finn is legendary, getting the touch. 8 seconds remaining. Scout on the ball. They might be able to get a shot here. Penn, I'm American, blocking it out and clearing it. And that is game for Air Raid. Air Raid winning this series 4-2 with 2 subs on their team.
Synergy, a great win coming out from it.
Synergy with the sub.
I'm American, 5 demos. That is an incredible game coming out from that man. A huge performance. What a game.
He was listening to us that entire time. He had 9 demos these 2 games after they had almost nothing coming from the other 4 games. But he was like, you know what? I'm going to turn into Skull this match. And obviously,
yeah, he's like, you know what? We don't need to beat them if they're dead. Like, we can just like score an open net if we just delete a few players.
It's time to use their tactics against them.
Yep, use Skull strat against them pretty much. A great game coming out from Air Raid. Congrats on the win. They will advance to the grand finals where they'll need to bracket reset Honey Nut, a rematch against them. Now it's just a best of 3 against them, basically.
I know, but Synergy able to pull off the win here. I was not expecting that at all because obviously I don't think I'm American was fully into that LAN mindset right away because obviously it was like pretty last minute that he was able to play, but that was just an amazing performance coming out of him. He was probably the one that they didn't need, just from that energy alone.
Yep, 100%.
He was able to build off of them. He was like, boys, let's go.
Yeah, he was definitely able to feed into it,
Yeah.
and it definitely helped vibes-wise to have him on the squad. I think he performed great. I think all of Air Raid, honestly, all of Cargo Space, they all played great too. Hats off to them. A beautiful showing from that squad as well. I don't think they can be ashamed of that game either. Eventually, they do get the dub though.
Alrighty, I think it is time. What? I got it. Yeah. It's time. I was not expecting this at all.
I better have my name changed to Kier on there. Whoever's running computer. Nice to meet you. My name is Kier Shiesty, also known as Chen.
Kier Shiesty. Okay, yeah, actually, that'll be one of my questions. So obviously, last second you wanted to change your name to Kier.
Okay, so I was like, they're gonna be more comfortable with it. They're used to it. If I play a little bit better than Kier, it's just Zynergy but better. I just started calling it Zineraid halfway through.
Zineraid.
Yeah, it worked. I mean, I'm sorry to the Cargo Space team. Honestly, it was a little scuffed. I mean, it's not what I expected. It's not what I wanted coming into today. But I'm just happy to get the win. I had a great time with the boys. We actually had Noah placed as a coach, so it's more like we had our coach play instead of another sub. But yeah, it was at the end of the day, it was a good game, and honestly, those guys played the hell out of us. I would play that game over again and again and again because that was such a good game.
Yeah, no. So another thing was obviously having Silk as the sub right away. You were like, okay, a little bit unfortunate, and then you needed to have I'm American as the sub. You needed 2 subs on your team. So how was that affecting you mentally throughout the series?
I mean, after yesterday, I was like, I've hit rock bottom. The only place left to go is up, and so I was like, I got 2 players here that I've played with before. I have at least some semblance of chemistry, and I know they have chemistry.
Yep.
This is honestly fine. I mean, I have more chemistry with Styles, but you saw. I mean, I just put myself in the best opportunity to win in the games that we did win, and the ones that we didn't, I just tended to be overcommitting. So I'm not mad at the way it turned out. It was a good series.
Yeah, I know. And one last question. Obviously, I know with I'm American being the sub, he brought a ton of energy onto your guys' team. So was that also a determining factor on you guys able to win?
I mean, the energy needed to be there. We actually had already planned for him to be the coach for that energy.
Yeah.
He was just going to stand behind us and start yelling. And we needed that anyway, because we were kind of like lackadaisical in it. But I mean, the energy was there, and since he was our sub and he was already going to be the energy, we were planning on it, and it worked out just the way we expected. So the energy came in clutch, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, well, that's all I got for you, Pen. And I appreciate the time you have, and I think we'll be going into intermission right now.